Ground ball short. This should end it. Lindor sets. He throws, and the Cleveland Indians of 2016 have set the franchise record with their 14th consecutive win. And oh, baby, did they earn it, going 19 innings north of the border. You're not kidding me, sir.
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network 2018, and today we're doing game live stream 79 of MLB Baseball Season 1 2017. We have the Philadelphia Phillies traveling into New York to play the Mets. Of course, I'm Coach Big Kurt Lorgren, and I'll be coaching my Philadelphia Phillies. Traveling into New York Mets, we're doing a 3-game series with the Mets, and this is game 1. The Philadelphia Phillies season record is 66-12. They stand first in the National League East standings, and the Mets season record is 46-33. They stand second in the National League East. So this should be a real good matchup in this game 1 of a 3-game series of the Philadelphia Phillies and New York Mets. If anybody want to come and join any leagues, friend me on my PS4 at Joe Price 834. Joe Price 834, or friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or friend me on YouTube page Devin Smith. You can also friend me on Facebook page Joe Price Hall of Fame. Again, you can look me up on Facebook under the name Joe Price Hall of Fame to see exclusive championship footage of all of the live stream games I've done. If you play in the leagues, you can possibly win money in these leagues. And also, you can have your videos played on my Joe Price regular Facebook or my Joe Price Hall of Fame Facebook as well.
You're going to want to say, I was there when Ken Griffey Jr. made his home debut. So don't forget that on Monday night. There's a drive into the gap in left center field and deep right center field. And Henderson's on.
From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Mets baseball starts right now. Seth Lugo gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez.
All right, we're going to start this first game of a 3-game series in New York, Queens. All right, first inning, Phillies up at bat. Phillies versus the Mets, live in New York, Queens. Citi Field.
Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, they won their game last night. I think that's a big sign. They're starting to play good baseball. I talked to the manager. He loves how they compete.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, keep an eye on El Torito, Odubel Herrera, as this game moves along. I was talking about him earlier with some people. I kept telling him he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
Stepping up to the plate, Freddie Galvis. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground to first.
Good base hit for the Phillies.
First, but he can't flag it down.
Well, that's a good sign, him getting the base hit. He's been struggling quite a bit. He's in the 2-hole, going to get some good pitches to hit. Maybe this is the start of him getting hot.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And he lays off for ball one. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Well, Matt, Joey Mack's been pretty good. He's a standard, basic umpire. Doesn't miss a whole lot. At the end of the day, though, he's pretty ordinary.
Here it comes on 1-1. Line, but speared on a hop to Cabrera for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Vince Velasquez, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Now batting, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Third baseman, Jose Reyes.
And this is fouled back and out of play. These Phillies, Harold, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, everything's working for them. They've increased their lead in their division. They're blowing everybody away. The challenge, I think, moving forward is just to stay focused and motivated as they know they're going to be a playoff team.
One out for the Phillies.
Back, and he reaches up to put it away.
Good defense and good fielding for the Phillies.
Here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, I really like the way Neil Walker is playing right now. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Here's Neil Walker. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 0 for 9. The windup and the 0-1. Popped high in the air.
Pop up.
Hernandez is there for it. And that's the second
2 out.
out of the inning.
Batting third, left fielder, U.S.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate. He just fouled it off.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers.
Phillies, okay, we up at bat in the second.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Good base hit for the Phillies.
So he goes after
Yes.
the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Looked like he was sitting on the hard stuff right there. Stayed right on it, stayed with it. Hard line drive. Great game plan.
Stepping in now, Michael Franco, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep.
Yes!
And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, let's take a look at the Mets defense, brought to you by Majestic. And in the outfield, Yoenis Cespedes, this guy's got maybe the best arm in all of baseball. It seems like every time there's a big moment or a big play, he comes up gunning, and he's gunning guys at the plate. He is so fun to watch throw.
Stepping up now, Chris Coughlin. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. No score here as we play inning number 2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled off instead of putting it in the seats.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Chris Coughlin goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Howie Kendrick. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. This is in the air to right. Bruce has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Lucas Duda now. His lifetime line against Velasquez. Just a 1 for 9. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Well, I'm almost shaking my head up here, Matt. Another pitch right down the middle. Now, early in the game, he's getting away with it. But if he wants to have any length in this game at all, he's going to have to get the ball in the corners.
And look out. That might have got him right in the chest. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Time for a look at the Majestic defensive alignment for the Phillies. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the place playing the shift, these guys are old school, very traditional. You don't see the shift applied very often in this club.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He drove in 1 of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in, Curtis Granderson. He's currently tied for 2nd place on the team in home runs. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he pops him up back behind second base. Galvis is there for it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. So striding in, Cameron Rupp. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch coming, here it is. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Well, I'm not big on the first pitch changeup, but right there I liked it. Got out front on the swing, and now you got a strike.
Swing and a line drive, but this is foul near the seat. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, Vince Velasquez. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Now the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. Third inning, no score to this point. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Line toward right center, and that's
good base hit for the Phillies.
Some life here with 2
yes.
Well, he's definitely got everybody's attention. That base hit right there extends his streak to 13 games. That's almost 2 weeks of being in the headlines and swinging the bat pretty good.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Into the box, Freddie Galvis, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Comes set and the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Phillies strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And
one away.
Out of the inning. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Now at the plate, Jay Bruce. And the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Well, that's going to get out of play and into the camera well. A 1 pitch on its way. Way in front of that fastball. The 0-2 delivery. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Seth Lugo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Odubel Herrera. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. This is hit the other way out toward left.
Yes! Yeah! Did he get it?
Looks it into the and there's one gone.
First baseman number 19.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Joseph. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
2 strike pitches, chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Mike Del Franco. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
All right, we got 1 man on 1 base. Good hit for the Phillies.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much in this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Stepping in now, Chris Coughlin. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Yeah, good hit. Yes, another good base hit for the Phillies. Yes.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's thinking he's going to cruise through this thing, and now look at it. Boom, boom. Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Standing in now, Howie Kendrick. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That curveball is a pitch that you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple onto the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Jose Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1.
Get it! Oh, get the first. Ah!
And
did I get him?
Him at first as he's able to leg out
challenge that. That's right.
Hold on here, though.
We're going to challenge that. I think I got him.
Now, so that
I think I got him.
Safe call might
Let's
be
see.
challenged.
Yeah, man, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here.
Yes, I got him. Let's see that from another angle. It looks like I got him, man.
So we'll see what the decision is from the dugout, whether they want to challenge or not.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Phillies have elected to.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough
Let's
video
see.
evidence to
Did I get him?
this call? You know, I think
Thumbs
there is.
up?
The shot right there makes it
No
look
good.
like the ball beat him to first.
Well, thumbs up.
Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like
Let's see what the
umpires are
refs
wrapping
call.
up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out.
That's right. Yes, yes. That's a thumbs up.
A base runner at first, the base
And a no-go for the Mets.
And the batter ruled out.
Here's Neil Walker. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He popped out in his first trip. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right.
No.
And nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. This is hit high toward left. Kendrick has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
2 out.
Here's your one to Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Ready for another chance? Cameron Rupp. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Cameron Rupp.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Into the box now, Vince Velasquez, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Now the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Boy, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
Here it comes on 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Down the first baseline.
Yes.
A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Oh, well, we got a base hit. We'll take it. Good hit for the Phillies.
He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
shortstop, Freddie Galvin.
In now, Freddie Galvis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the left-handed hitting slugger Lucas Duda starts out the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Into the windup and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
That is too good a pitch to make right there with 2 strikes. But he fouled it off. Now you got to stay aggressive and don't get him again.
And he got him. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats.
Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough.
No!
And now this is bobbled out in center. Granderson around second, headed for third. And he will make it all.
Oh.
That mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, we're in the 5th inning, but they came up with the first hit. You got to get something started eventually. Not a bad time to start.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a high pop-up. Velasquez is there for it. And the inning is over.
All right.
No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. A 1 pitch on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, what a good slider down the way. And I'm telling you, late in the game to throw that pitch with that type of precision, man, your manager feels good about the decision of leaving him in.
Here's the 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
This is pulled into right. Bruce is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. And this is fouled straight back.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of their lineup that he has to be really careful.
Grounded weakly toward third. Throw-in time at first for out number 2.
Third baseman number 7, Michael Franco.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Franco. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit to short. Right to Cabrera. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Still no score. Here's Jay Bruce now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, pitcher.
Riding in once again, Seth Lugo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, and even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy. And obviously, it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wow, great hustle from the pitcher right there to beat up that infield sink. I'm just curious, we'll wear him out now when he gets back on the mound next half inning.
Digging in once again, Jose Reyes. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First offering on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fastball called for strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Neil Walker, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Franco has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Ready once again, Chris Coughlin. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. This is on the ground over the first. Duda's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Howie Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit down. Oh, and it's off the first base bag. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
That's a ball he worked on all day. I was out here early. He stayed with it and just shot it the other way. Beautiful.
Okay, we got a base hit. Good base hit for the Phillies.
Standing in now, Cameron Rupp. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Ready for another chance? Vince Velasquez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's a pop-up now. Behind the plate, but room for Darno. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Phillies strand 1. We are still scoreless. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Herrera's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
First baseman
Ready for another shot now. Lucas Duda. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Well, Matt, they've all seen him at this point, and clearly they're not picking him up much better. You see the swing on that pitch right there? Nasty.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now as Drupal Cabrera. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Kendrick moves over. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
Ready with the 0-1. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. And
good base hit for the Phillies.
Granderson for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
Matt, that's his 3rd hit of the night, his 3rd single. I'm sure he'd like to have a double or something mixed in, but for now, he'll take the 3 for 4.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. The best he can do is a no decision in this one. Hansel Robles will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Oh. What's up?
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Stepping in now, Freddie Galvis. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Runner back safely. And there's ball 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Down the first base.
Yes!
And
good. All right, good base hit for the Phillies. Let's go, Phil.
And it's into right field. And he
yes.
Third is the possible go-ahead score.
Well, that's back-to-back singles and first and third. So right here, you got a pitch to get a strikeout, and then the next hitter, hopefully you get a double play, you can get out of it. But right here, you got a pitch to get the strikeout to set up a chance to get out of this.
Now to the plate, Odubel Herrera, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, man, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch. Hit well on the ground at first. To Cabrera.
Yes! We're on the board.
And it's a double play.
All right, Philly score.
Is across the score.
First time in the 8th inning. Let's go, Phillies.
Big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out at strike one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed, 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. d'Arnaud gathers it, and that ends the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Phillies lead this one 1-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Chris Granderson, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. First offering on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Kendrick over to his left. 1 out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coughlin is under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Here's Jay Bruce now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. At the plate, Maikel Franco. He will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out.
We're in the 9th inning.
Given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Under this one just a bit, as this is a fly ball for the center fielder, Granderson. And he puts it away for the 1st out.
The right fielder, number 6, Chris Coughlin.
Stepping in, Chris Coughlin. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the 3rd baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beauty. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down.
Good base hit. We'll take it. Good hit for the Phillies.
A lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities, and here's another one. After a base hit, they find themselves with another runner on. Let's see if they can bring somebody home this inning.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Now a swing and a weak little line over to first.
Come on.
And this one zips right on past him as he can't knock it down.
Oh, we only got one base. Good base hit, but we should have got 2 bases.
Well, when your average is down that low,
good hit by Howie Kendrick.
Take that all day long, right?
And the Phillies.
Into the box, Cameron Rupp. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Up next for Philadelphia, catcher Velasquez.
Andres Blanco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Andres Blanco.
Fouled back. 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Juan Lagares will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
All right, this is it. We're going to put in Michael Marriott.
Michael Marriott.
All right.
The game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Michael Marriott.
Bottom of the 9th inning. Philadelphia Phillies up 1. New York Mets nothing. In the bottom of the 9th. This is it. Last 3 outs for the Mets. And they shot for their comeback.
And on 1 pitch, he's retired.
1 out for the Phillies.
Number 7, Jose Reyes.
Now at the plate, Jose Reyes. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Franco is there, and folks are starting to head
2
to
outs.
the exits now. 2 gone here in the
Oh, yeah. They better start heading to the exits. They better start heading to all the exits.
In the switch hitter,
all right.
Neil Walker. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Philadelphia Phillies up 1. New York Mets nothing. Bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Will the Philadelphia Phillies make this last pitch to clinch game 1 in their 3-game series? Look at all of the fans in New York up on their feet for the Mets. Let's see if the Phillies make this last pitch to clinch game 1.
And this
You get it.
foul right at home plate.
Philadelphia Phillies 1. New York Mets nothing. 2 outs for the Mets. 1 strike. Will the Philadelphia Phillies make this last pitch to clinch game 1 in the 3-game series? Look at all the fans on their feet. Let's see what happens. Pop up.
Over toward foul territory.
And Philadelphia take game 1 in New York. Yes. Yeah. What a win for the Phils. Let's go, Philly Nation.
That's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Vince Velasquez earns his 12th victory in the ball game, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Seth Lugo is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Michael Marriott hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plezak, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 1 run, 11 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.